So you all have created a bundle at least once before, but let's go through the process again. One way to do that is to push the orange Create button. We're going to click Bundle, and I'm going to give an example, Bundle. Now, as we continue our work with My Big Campus, you can spend your time refining the bundles that you create. I really encourage you at this point just to do the minimum it takes to get them up and running. So we don't have to fill out objective, we don't have to do summary or select a bundle type. Once you enter the title, you can save the bundle, and only after you save the bundle can you leave this page. Now we're going to go in and add some content. And one of the ways we can add content is to simply type in text. Oops, let's show that first. So we're going to insert text. So I can type, this is information student's name, and I can use this HTML editor to add some more information. For example, this link shows that I can access a website and research. So I want students to be able to access research from this link. I highlight it, push the link, and then I can type in the URL. I like to have the target set to new window. This helps with the navigation so that they don't get lost in the process of accessing this. You can embed in here pictures. So you have images that are already uploaded to My Big Campus, or you can upload it as you go there. You can insert a video from your drive. We'll take a look at the drive in just a moment. And you can insert a video from the My Big Campus video library. And if you pull that, it's going to have you search. And so I want to take a look at, let's try again, RESEARCH. So here's some videos that can be used, research on We. So the video is now inserted into the bundle. We're finished editing this section, so I push Done Editing Text. I can always get back in and make changes. If I select Edit Text, and then I can go back in and make whatever changes I want. So way one, we can insert text. We want to upload files. So we click Upload Files. We're going to locate a file that we want to upload. Click on it, press Open. It's processing to upload it, and there it is. So right away it just pulls in this document. So it's not really necessary for me to take the step of saving the document to my drive in My Big Campus first, although you can. We can just take it from wherever your file storage system is for your digital documents. If I want to get rid of it, I can push this red X, and away it goes. So I'm going to save the bundle in between each of these actions that I do. Third way to put in information is over here on Select Type of Content. And one of the things you can do is, if you have saved documents to your drive, you can click here, and these are documents that I've saved to my drive. I can take those and just pull them over. If I want to put it after the video that's there, I click on it and drag it over, and you see that it places it after the video. Once you get something set, you can actually change the order of it. If you hover over it until you see that gray panel, then when you click on it, you have the ability to move it. I'm rolling with my mouse button. It's a little bit cumbersome to do so, but you can change the position of things within a bundle. Another thing that I can put in adding content here is from the MBC library. So here are documents. Remember, I searched earlier for research, and it immediately was taking me to videos only because I had narrowed it down to search for videos, but here are other documents that are available in the My Big Campus library. Probably an easier way to search for that, I'll show you in just a moment. We can put in schoolwork. We saw an example that some teachers had done that. So here's a schoolwork assignment I've created. I put it in here. Now notice that it's not assigned. I'm just kind of saving a place in my organization of course materials for that to be assigned when I'm ready. And I can also put in other bundles. And so one real useful thing is to create bundles within bundles. So this bundle could be Unit 1, and within this bundle I can have class notes. I could also have resources on a specific chapter. And so when I put it there, it comes in after that. I can have chapter 18 in here within this unit 1, which covers chapter 17 and 18. Inside this bundle that's called chapter 17, I could have further sub-bundles contained within there. So again, big picture, we're trying to take My Big Campus as a way to organize our digital content and curate that and gather it together and make it accessible for students. So there are a multitude of ways that this will work for your class. Remember to keep saving your work as you go. We're going to not push this publish button. Again, we're focusing on just getting it useful for our classes and not necessarily trying to share it with others. But you'll find that other teachers have been very willing to share their bundles, and I'll show you how to access those. We can link standards to the content within that bundle. You can add cover art, which is this picture you sometimes see up in the corner. If you're working with another teacher in a class, you can add a collaborator, and this is where you were asked to add Mr. Seifert and myself so that we could take a look at some of those bundles. And you can always take a look at the student view of the bundle with View Bundle. I have to go back in to continue editing, save. Don't have any changes that need to be saved. So a couple of other things that were mentioned in here. Your drive is your file organizational structure. Bundles is where if you push this create button and create a bundle, it's automatically saved in here. And you can see my organization probably needs some help. So what I want to do within this bundle is create a folder. And so I'm going to be creating a folder called Physics, and I want to save within this folder all of the bundles that relate to physics. So I'm going to go back out, and some of these bundles that I already have in here do relate to it. So let me pull those in. So I'm going to click on the checkbox. You see that I get the option to move. I'm going to tell it I really want this to be within bundles in my file called Physics. I didn't like that. Let's try again. I'm going to move that within bundles. I'm going to go to the file called Physics and move it. Worked that time. So now when I go into here, I see that I have a bundle that's used for this. Remember, we're talking about these sub-bundles. So I create a bundle. It's really helpful to use these folders to organize them. But the folders themselves that I create within my drive are not really accessible to students. The content in the bundle is how we get that out to students. We've also talked about the library on My Big Campus, and let me show you an easier way to search for information in there. So here's library. Once I go into the library, I can search. So I'm in the library and I can search for, let's say, physics. And you'll notice I've got videos and bundles coming up. I may have some websites and documents. You can narrow that down if you're specifically searching for a video. You can look here. So I want to see what this video is about. It's one I actually uploaded here. So I can watch the video. Notice I can add it to my drive. So I can kind of save a snapshot of this from the library so I don't have to keep going back into the library to access that. So I'll add that to my drive. I can also add to a bundle. So I can go directly in and add it to a bundle. And here I have the need to organize my bundles and my folders. There's one called Physics, and I can add it's been added to that bundle called Physics I created. Now let's go back and see where that all was. So I'm in the library searching. I saved something to my drive. So I'm going to go into Drive. I go to Library, and I want to search for the most recent document that was there. So I'm pushing this modified, and it's organizing the files that are there so I can access them a little bit more easily. And so here's that Higgs boson video that I saved to my folder. Back to Drive. I also saved something into a bundle. So let me go back in and look at my bundles. I saved something to my bundle called Physics. I'll be careful, that wasn't my bundle called physics, that was my folder that I was supposed to be organizing things in called physics. So let me find my bundle that's called physics. And remember, from the library, I directly inserted that video into this bundle called physics. So let me back up one more time. In my drive, this bundle, find bundles, this bundle called physics is buried in this list of other things I have saved in my drive. So I'm going to take that and move it to the folder within bundles that I have created called physics. And so now when I go into physics, the folder here is the bundle called physics, and so there's a much easier way for me to organize that information.